Hi, I'm Thad Smith, Executive Chef at Sterno. We're based in the United States. We have a full line of portable warming and lighting equipment I'm going to walk you through. This is our all-in-one rechargeable candle system. This stacks 3 high. You can see that there are 36 candles in all on these 3 trays. The nice thing about the all-in-one candle system is that it has a wide variety of options for it. So we have an on-off. We have 3 color options. We have white, we have warm, we have amber. We also have a number of different intensity levels from very low to very, very high. We have a steady mode and a flicker mode with these. So 10 hours of fully charged. Once they're fully charged, you'll get a minimum of 30 hours of performance, a maximum of several hours past that. That depends on the amount of juice that's being consumed when they are operating. Over here we have our line of lamps. This is just a small selection of what we have. Of course, all of these are used with our different candle options. This is our liquid wax. These come in burn times from 8 to 100 hours. This is our hard wax candles. We have our tea lights, we have our votives, and we have our petite lights. And of course, these are our very popular Venetians. You see these in restaurants all over the place. So let's go around the corner. This is a representation of our fuel. We have 2 different types of fuel. We have gels and we have wicks, and within those categories, we have a number of different SKUs. This is our ethanol product. This is probably our most popular item that we have. It's a gel, burns for 2 hours. It's made from ethanol, which is a renewable resource. We also have methanol. We have several wick products. This is our handy wick product with the screw top. This burns for 6 hours. We also have a stem wick. This is probably our most popular wick product. You'll see this everywhere. Nice narrow flame, medium heat, great for chafers, great for beverage urns and soup tureens. And then we have, this is kind of our Rolls Royce of fuels. This is our power pad. You can say it's a little different than the other fuel that we have here. We have a power pad, we have a wick. We don't have the power pad here. This provides a ton of heat, which you don't need all the time, but when you need a fuel that is very powerful, this is the one you want to go with. Butane. So butane seems like a pretty simple thing, but it can be a very effective fuel and a very safe fuel when it's used according to instructions. When it's used not according to instructions, it can be a real problem. The problem is when this can becomes overpressurized, generally because an operator will use a pot or a pan that is much too large. For this, the heat goes up, the heat goes down, and this is where the fuel lives. Right in here, this is going to get extremely hot, and that's when the overpressurization happens. When that happens, you get an explosion. With this Sterno fuel, we have 2 safety features on the inside of this can. There's the TSV, or temperature sensing valve. There's also something called the rim vent release. Technically, you don't need to understand it other than that if this can becomes overpressurized, it won't explode. It will just shut itself down. 2 different styles of stoves. We have a 10,000 BTU and a 15,000 BTU. This is a really nice unit in that this one has a wind block around it, so it's great for outdoor use, especially in windy conditions. Right behind you, we have our line of buffet equipment. These are our WindGuard fold-away chafers. These chafers fold to 1.75 inches flat. You can see they open like this. The fuel goes right in here. The water pan, the food pans, and then the lids. Nice thing about this is if you're ever operating outdoors, if you're ever doing any kind of catering with even the slightest breeziest conditions, a product like this will keep it safe from the wind and keep the flame from being affected by the breeze. We have several different finishes. We have copper vein, we have silver vein, and we have our chalkboard chafer. These are chalkboard right here. You can use liquid chalk to write on the outside of these and then wipe it clean at the end of the event. So over here, come on over here. This is our s'mores maker. S'mores maker is exactly what it sounds like. It makes s'mores. This takes our s'mores heat, which fits right down in here. This is used to suspend the fuel from the top of the table or the counter. Fits right on the counter. You light the fuel and you get a real sense this is what the unit looks like. Marshmallows, graham crackers, those are not included. And then we have the s'mores maker unit right here. Over here, this is speed heat. I'm going to walk around the other side of the counter. You stay on this side. Speed heat, thank you. Speed heat is a flameless food warming system. It's designed to create a lot of heat very quickly without any open flame, which is something that a lot of operators are looking for, especially if they're working in flame-restricted areas. So this is the unit. It comes with the outer base, the inner tray, which you see here. If you want to come, can you come this way a little bit? You can see the inner tray. And this is the packet. The packet is activated by 10 ounces of water. You can see the reservoir right here. I'm going to add the water here. It takes just a moment to activate. Once it activates, it will produce a lot of energy. As you may remember from high school science class, water turns to vapor at 212 degrees Fahrenheit or 100 degrees Celsius. That's the amount of heat that's coming off of these packets. And you can just even touch that. You can feel the amount of heat that's coming off of those packets. So that's all the products we have at the show. They included, of course, our all-in-one rechargeable flameless candle system. We talked about the lamps, the liquid wax, the hard wax, the liquid wax cartridges that we have. We moved around the corner to the fuel. Remember, two types. We have gel chafing fuels, methanol and ethanol, and then several different types of wick products. Main difference between those two is burn times. Gels will give you about 2 hours of performance. The wick products will give you many more hours than that. We talked about our serving equipment, which is the WindGuard fold-away chafer. Remember, 3 finishes, 4 finishes with that. Silver vein, copper vein, stainless steel, and the chalkboard. The butane, 2 great safety features on that butane is the TSV, or temperature sensing valve, and the rim vent release, both which keep the can from activating aggressively or exploding should it become over-pressurized. And of course, the speed heat, probably the most innovative flameless food warming product on the market. So thanks for your attention.